Morning.
Good morning.
Or good afternoon. Yeah, we're going to do the reverse round the corner today.
Okay, interesting.
Right, so it's phase one.
Right,
So this would start from the test centre car park.
okay.
At the test centre car park, the SE wouldn't have made the decision whether it's going to be a right-hand reverse or a left-hand reverse.
Okay.
They just basically will go with what's available when they get to the area. Yeah?
Okay.
So, if I hand it over to you then, my instructor today has gone off playing golf or sick or whatever, and he's sent you along because you got the same car, yeah?
Right.
What?
And you're going to hand that over straight to me? I've no idea how this goes. Well, haven't I even got a visual for it?
Which visual are you using? Don't mention any names.
Part 3 visual. If it's phase 1, I should have it, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, so obviously you're not going to do the brief here.
Okay. So, I'd ask you questions, wouldn't I? About,
Yeah, you want to try and probe me to find out, and I mean probe me gently, to find out what have I done before.
yeah.
In relation to
What you need to do in this
Yeah,
PST.
yeah.
So, obviously, I'd ask you something about reversing. Like, have you done reversing?
I'll leave it to you and see what you come up with, and I'll correct you if you're wrong.
Okay, oh god. This is just thinking off the top of my head. So have you done any reversing before?
That's a good question. Yeah, I've done a bit of straight reversing on the last lesson. Yeah?
Okay.
So if you ask that direct question, the answer's going to be yes or no, isn't it?
Yeah.
More than likely be yes.
Okay.
Yeah? To help you along, yeah, because you've asked a good question. Yeah, so we've done a bit of straight reversing on the last lesson.
Okay. And where did you look when you was reversing?
Oh, in the direction I was going.
Okay. And also, I know what else I want to ask you, but I don't know how to ask it.
How did I control...
Yeah, how about the slowness of the car? Like, how did you keep...
Oh, my coordination and my feet controlled.
Okay. And, what kind of observations did you do? No?
Yeah, it's all around observations.
What about steering? Can I ask something about that? Like, slow steering? Not really.
Not really. Right, so
It's just reversing.
Yeah, you've got about a 5-minute drive now to the site where we're going to do it. So what are you going to be trying to encourage me to do on that 5 minutes? You asked a question a few minutes ago, how did I control the speed of the car?
Oh, right, so I'm going to be looking for your clutch control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've got to set yourself up, wouldn't you?
That help? How do you know the mirror's set correctly?
Yeah, because I've just set them.
What can you see in that mirror?
Alright, top and bottom of the back window. Top and bottom of the back window. I can see the whole frame of the window. The edge of my headrest, the edge of your headrest.
Okay.
And I can see 10% car and the rest down the road. And 10% car and the rest down the road.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We're going to be turning right at the end.
Okay. So, did that. Put your clutch down, Tony.
Alright.
That's it. When you bring your clutch up, just bring it up a centimetre at a time until you find that biting point. You feel that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, don't bring it up too high, because then when you put the handbrake down, we're going to go off too fast.
Alright, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so just a bit smoother movements when you're bringing it up as well. And then just keep your feet still. Okay.
Right, so make a note of that, because you told me
Yeah.
the reason why it's important not to have the clutch too high,
Yeah.
then I won't play around with it, yeah?
Okay.
If you'd just said to me, dip the clutch half the thickness of a pound coin,
yeah.
I'd have been playing around with it all the way, yeah?
Right, okay.
But because you told me why it's important not to have the clutch too high, because I got shooting down the road,
Yeah.
then I will actually listen to you, yeah?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Okay?
That's good of you.
Cheers. And we're going to turn right.
I'm going to turn right. So does that mean I wouldn't remind you on every time then, now?
Yeah, just say, keep your feet still.
Keep your feet still, Tony.
Alright. If you can relate that keeping the feet still to the fact that we're going to be using it on the exercise today.
Okay.
How's it working?
Yeah, it's great. It's busy as usual. Get busier.
And at the end of the road we're going to turn left.
And at the end of the road, Tony, we're going to turn left. And remember, when you bring that clutch up, Tony, just bring it up smoothly, a centimetre at a time, and keep your feet still. Okay?
Yeah, so I know how to bring the clutch up. Just tell me to find the biting point, and
Sorry?
just tell me to
Find the biting
prepare
point.
myself, but as I move away, just
Keep your feet still. Yeah?
yeah. And it's important.
And it's important because you're going to use that skill in the exercise we're going to do, so that you don't move too quickly.
All right. And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left.
Quite a nice day, isn't it?
Lovely. I don't believe it's December. This time last year it was snowing, wasn't it?
It snowed. It was about the 17th it snowed, wasn't it? Or about the 10th, wasn't it?
Well, no, down where I lived it actually snowed on my birthday last year. Yeah.
Now if you just get me to pull in and stop a couple of car lengths before the next turning on the left.
Okay, Tony, so I want you to pull over and stop just after this drive here.
Right, and that'll be a suitable corner ahead of us there, yeah?
Okay, so how do I go about explaining this?
Have you never
No,
had a go at it?
I've never done this before, no.
You had an overview of it now, because I watched it this morning.
Huh?
You had an overview of it with Blaine, I watched it this morning.
And that was produced when? I don't remember.
Well, explain what the manoeuvre is going to be about.
Okay, so
When would I do this manoeuvre? Where would I not do this manoeuvre?
where you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it if you was reversing onto a main road, I suppose, would you?
So I wouldn't do it from a minor road to a major road.
Okay, so you wouldn't do it from a minor road to a major road.
Yeah.
And I suppose you wouldn't do it if there was You wouldn't do it if there was any parked cars along there, would you? Or any obstruction there?
Well, no, obviously, if I haven't got room to reverse into the road on
Yeah.
the left, we'd have to find another one, yeah?
Yeah.
Would it be okay to reverse into a one-way street?
No, you couldn't do it into a one-way road, no.
Right.
And would that be the 2 occasions you wouldn't do it?
Yeah, it's the two legal routes. It's the safe legal ones, isn't it?
Okay. So,
It's alright, go back to what information you managed to get out of me just before we left the test centre car park.
you had done reversing before?
Yeah,
Straight
so,
reversing before?
and you did ask you did ask me, well, I prompted you to ask me how did I control the speed, yeah?
Yeah.
What else would I have learned on that straight reversing? As I was going backwards, what kind of reference point would I have picked up?
Your distance from the curb.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you should have a reference point from the back, but you won't necessarily remember it now, will you?
Yeah, good memory.
Oh, because you've done straight reverse
Yeah.
before. Okay. Alright, yeah, I get that. So how would I ask you about that? Just to tell me where...
Yeah.
Where you see the curb in the back window?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see...
Or just ask me where the reference point is, yeah?
Alright. So where's your reference point, Tony? So you know how far we are from the curb?
Oh, just by the edge of that wiper.
Okay.
Yeah?
Alright, so you can use that reference point again when we're reversing to know how far we are from the curb.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go past this junction here
Right.
and pull over on the left and select reverse gear.
Right.
Okay.
And it's very important
to select reverse gear so that we go backwards instead of forwards when we're looking at the back.
Right.
Okay. Also to let anybody know who that's driving up the road what we're doing.
Right.
Okay.
How would I know that?
Because our reverse lights will be on at
Oh,
the back.
right, yeah.
And so then once we've put our once we've gone into reverse, we then have to do our observations.
Right.
Okay, so you're going to look all the way around the car. You're going to look for any motorcyclists on your right coming down the road, because obviously as you go back you could hit them when we swing out. Yeah.
No need to worry about cars then.
Yeah, I'm getting.
All right. Yeah.
Any cars that are coming up from behind us, if they get into a certain area near our car, that'd be known as like the danger zone sort of thing. You wouldn't reverse while they were there.
All right.
So if they're too up close to the car, you would let them go first.
Right.
Because you could reverse into them. Also, you wouldn't start reversing if there's any pedestrians near the car.
Right.
Okay, because they could step out into the road, or they might not know what you're doing. And as you go back, you need to keep looking round at all times, because the picture could change of what's happening around you. Okay. When we get to a certain point, when the back wheel gets to the first part of the curved curb, we're going to start turning the wheel.
Try saying that when you're drunk.
Sorry? We're going to start turning the wheel, and the front of the car is going to start swinging out into the middle of the road.
Right.
So it's very important before we get to that point that we have a good look around again, okay, before we start turning the wheel.
Oh, because the front of the car
is going to be swinging out.
Oh, right, yeah.
And obviously any cars coming down the road from front of us or behind us, you know, will have to swerve around us.
I suppose they could hit us, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could hit us, yeah. Or they'll try and swerve out the way.
Right.
Okay. And then as we go around the curb, you're going to keep looking out the back direction of where we're going, still looking all the way around, and then you're going to straighten up when we get to this part, and then you're going to go back.
I'll just move you back there a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah, it is important that I know what's coming out of the back window.
Right.
But it's more important that I'm looking in that left side window, because that's where I want the car to go, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah? So as I'm doing my all-round observations, yes, I will cover the back, or you'll encourage me to cover the back window.
Yeah. But
my main observations will be
to watch the curve.
To that left corner window, because that's the road I'm reversing into, isn't it? There's not much point in me seeing what's happening down the road if I reverse into the corner and there's a car coming out and I reverse into him, yeah?
Okay. Okay, so obviously when you go around the corner, you're going to be looking at this window here.
Yeah.
And you can also look to see where the curb is in relation to the car. If there could be a house there with a drive or something, so a car could be parked there. So you need, if you're looking at that window, you'll see it as well if it starts to move. And then you start straightening up and using your reference point as you just showed me. Go back about 3 lines back, and then stop. I think.
Yeah. So if you just covered a bit of technicals, bit that may come in about you asking me how much to steer, yeah.
All right.
Because obviously, if you say to me, steer a quarter turn to the left, or a half turn to the left, then there's not much point in finding out at that point that I don't know what a half turn or a quarter turn is, yeah?
Yeah, okay. So how would I explain that?
Well, look at the steering wheel as it is at the moment, yeah?
Yep.
Quarter turn would be when that bar is pointing up there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
A half turn would be when this bit pointing up there. Yeah?
Okay.
3/4 of a turn would be
when that
to the half, and then 1/4, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright.
So, look at the big red areas, yeah? Control is very important, that I'm going at all man's walking pace.
Right.
Yeah? It really is important on this one that you make an emphasis to make sure that I am in the correct gear.
Okay.
In other words, if I'm going backwards, I'm in reverse. If I'm going forward, I'm in first, yeah?
Yeah.
The most important area has got to be the observations, yeah?
Yeah.
Even if I get the accuracy wrong on all of them, if I keep the car under control and I do really good observations, I'm not going to kill anybody, am I?
If you're not looking.
Sorry?
If you're not looking.
No, if I do really good observations
if you do really good.
and I keep the car under control, I'm not going to kill anybody, am I?
No.
Yeah? But if I don't do good observations and I get good accuracy, I could well kill somebody, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's the real important area is your observations and the control, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? So I really want you to push me on the observations, yeah?
Okay.
Do you ever go?
Okay.
I'll put that on pause and restart it.